A single moonbeam split the shit fonts of glass, straight from a broken vase, couple blue sky. And clouds like porous porcelain are hung in a silver line portrait of us poised to die. A camera lens called the eye of God blink shut. One final look at a love that's passed on through an aperture to television, no peripherals. A pinhole the sun projects our last dawn. Falling stars like acrylic paint the landscape. A whitewashed white dwarf, white blood cells bleed horizons of a slit wrist with stigmatic deathbeds lined beside peaceful parallels. The sheets like shrouds we sweat formaldehyde, hold the pose long enough to reflect on the past. A single moonbeam split a shit font tonight and drapes to an earth that's now ours at last. The dawn of our death sinks into the night. The moon rises high in low resolution tint, filtering a night light we're all meant to read by. Black holy scriptures once were red print. Blood of my blood now sounds like dry skin. Love your enemy means drive the knife through to find the right ventricle split. The love's pure as a poisonous composites composed into you. Or something like a single movie split a shit hanging low, bouncing off a river of rainbows and oil, moving perfect sync to ebb and to flow. A slam dance of circular thoughts and mortal chords like a new straight down the pillory post smile. A camera lens called the eye of God blink shut. A single moonbeam spotlights new world through a curtain of clouds hung down over us. But look, the clouds now boil and fester in a spectrum of every color currency burning in the background. It looks like a glowing rib cage on gay pride day with flaming banners strung from guts hanging all around. Twirled on an exposed spleen of one moon, acting as a last tendon in the body of our life. Then it snaps into itself as the sky decomposes, spewing every hue we ever knew into the night. Everafter, sulfur spectroscopy paints the monsoon to fertilize the world with last words of laughter, splitting every gut to post-morbid blooms. With lilies on our fingertips, point at the stargaze, at a myriad collage of dark dreams made of a camera lens shattered, reflecting the day. All false ideas of God flew away, like birds made of mercury, drink the beauty in. It flow through your veins, it feels so fucking right. Posting every element, chart your own path. Heaviness and helium, all else is lighter than the sky torn open. Point your face up, the atmosphere that trapped us here was nothing but a dream. Close your eyes, ride the waves, look close enough to see our exit from this world's a single moonbeam. Now departing from our structure, no shape to be defined. We flux between liquid and something less dense, traveling the redshift of white moonlight. Everything is beautiful when ego is eclipsed by radiating love trapped inside solar pockets. A bubble still floating from the first Big Bang. A camera lens called the eye of God blinks open to view again a fallen race erected, rearranged into an angelic form called no shape at all. With wings of dark matter and pulsing sound waves, each feather through the air turns to ripple then to tear, crafting rolling hills on a flattened space plane with horizons. Now a landscape of beauty we create with a single moonbeam still dancing on it all. Moon reflects sun, the sun reflects God, as God refracts a scatter love through every blinking star. Now every metaphor to be found in glowing dust of the innermost reaches of a most macro scale begin to swell into a gas cloud synonymous with us as we radiate the poison that birthed everything. Dark matter now blankets an endless black wound, dead stars and ovarian waste, signs of life like necropolis with worms as moving heart valves. We live from the inside out like sunlight, with a single moonbeam split a shit and refined through the wet camera lens of God as he cries. A broken piece of shit that was made in his image of our most perfect flaw that's called you and I. And every air pocket between synonyms that are incubating differences in quantum definition. Like time lines of serpents devouring themselves to rest as a halo on thoughts of fresh fruit, blooming from the limbs and roots of all knowledge, hung from the leaves of oxygen and skin, with chlorophyll glowing the same shade as pigment, showing that all life looks the same from within. The stars begin to spin, friction is kinetic, an energy that brings bipoles to an embrace as we twirl into a whirlpool center of connection. There are Camerlins called the eye of God's blank face. Everafter, the Sulfur Monsoon has since passed away. The continual legacy, sound and children's laughter, a perfect view of God has returned today. Now we're back in a cradle shaped like a full circle, a singularity, metaphor, first phase, complete through the cycle of life, death, and dream. Return to the origin from which we first came. A Camerlin's called the eye of God, glows red, all masses condensed and primed a second time. Everything we ever thought and every word we ever said now burns from white heat to whitewash, rewind. Been in a moment too brief for sound to describe the nothingness we are, never were breaks free. The Camerlin's called the eye of God now shines, the first sign of life through a single moonbeam.